This comment reads, this is also a great way to find and detect dog whistles. To a certain extent, yes, but let me explain some things. Dog whistles are more symbols. Dog whistles are not signs, though. Signs can become symbols through the semiotic process. And let me just explain to you how this happens, because it's kind of pretty cool. To clarify, dog whistles are not cool, but like the process through which signs become symbols, you get it. So signs become symbols through the repeated semiotic process, right? Once we see a sign in a precise context over and over and over and over and over again, it attaches meaning to that sign. And that meaning can forever be associated with that sign, then becoming a symbol. A symbol only becomes a symbol through repeated association with a certain context. And a perfect way to explain this are logos. So if I showed you this white curved arrow going from left to right against a orange background, if you were to just take this as a sign, this is all it would be. It's just an arrow against the orange background. But it is our repeated exposure to this arrow in certain contexts that derives its meaning. And therefore, even without the name associated with it, we know this is a symbol of Amazon. By the way, if you ever wondered why the arrow was off-centered in the Amazon logo, it's because Amazon has everything from A to Z. But this is where culture becomes important, added to the context in discussion with dog whistles, right? Because dog whistles are the weaponization of a symbol from one community to another. Meaning those two communities share that context, but outside of those communities, those signs may not be associated with anything. That's why they're able to fly under the radar, while simultaneously being used in plain sight. If we're going to use the logo as a metaphor in this case, then who is this, right? A majority of Americans will not know who this is. A majority will not have a repeated association with this brand mascot. So they could see this and not know what it means at all. This is the Jollibee mascot, right? Many Americans would not know who this is, but many Filipino Americans would know who this mascot is, as well as people in the Philippines, because it's a very popular fast food brand in the Philippines. So in this case, Americans and Filipino Americans and Filipinos do not all share the exact same context with this symbol. The perfect example of this in the form of a dog whistle is the emoji of a monkey left in the comment section of Black people. So somebody who would not know the association of Black people with monkeys in eugenics, race science, and all of those things, they might see that and it might go right over their head, meaning that the person who employed that symbol was able to use it in plain sight. And largely this is done so that there is no consequence.